keynote speech by Sri Preethaji, co-creator ACOM. I would like to request her, but just a little bit about her first. Sri Preethaji is the co-creator of ACOM World Center for Enlightenment and also the co-founder of Loka Foundation, and we request her to share a few words to enlighten all of us.
Namaste. I'm very glad to be here at Asia Africa Business and Social Forum 2022 Awards and Business E-Summit to be with all of you. My greetings to His Excellency Professor Ganeshi Lal, Honorable Governor of Odisha, Shri Mukhtar Abbas Naqvi, Honorable Union Minister of Minority Affairs, the Government of India, Sadhvi Niranjan Jyoti, Honorable Minister of State for Consumer Affairs, Food and Public Distribution and Rural Development, the Government of India, Shri Manohar Lal Khattar, Honorable Chief Minister, the Government of Haryana. Namaste. I'm being given this award in the context of women's empowerment. I believe women's empowerment is of absolute importance today. We are half of humanity, and we birth the entirety of humanity. We are birthed yesterday, and we will birth tomorrow. So what is women's empowerment? Is it a context for power against man? Is it a fight for equality? No. I believe women's empowerment is when girl children are respected in the family, when women are honored in society, and when women are spiritually enlightened. Why should women become enlightened? Why should any human being become enlightened? Suppose we were to take an authentic look at our own lives and the world. We would find so much unhappiness, division, separation, selfishness, and conflict. And no matter what progress we make in life, it is this consciousness that we are taking. It is the same consciousness that is manipulating and that is destroying the very progress we are creating. Today we are trying to go to Mars. We're already talking about buying and selling real estate there. Already the divide, the competition, the comparing minds has touched Mars, even before we have set foot on it. We have created the metaverse, a dream world. But can you see, it is the same competition, it is the same greed, it is the same ambition, and the same self-centeredness that has gone there too. Whether we live for 100 years or 1,000 years, whether we travel on a yacht or in a public transport, unless and until you become enlightened, nothing really matters. With an unliberated, fettered, suffering consciousness, there is no joy in anything, even if you're married to the best person. There is no fulfillment, even if you achieve the greatest in life. Even when we birth our children, it is the same consciousness we transfer to them. Enlightenment is the ultimate human achievement, and it needs to become the most important quest of your life. So what is enlightenment? Enlightenment is a state where every form of division has ceased. It is a state of oneness. Enlightenment is a total cessation of suffering. Every root that can give birth to suffering is weeded out of your consciousness. It is a state in which you are free of your ego, your karma, your mind, your ignorance, and finally, your separate illusory self. So many of the tendencies you feel flowing into you may be flowing in because of your vasanas from your earlier lifetimes. Vasana kshaya needs to happen to be enlightened. Purification of consciousness needs to happen. The seeds that cause suffering are eliminated, and you experience undivided oneness in consciousness. Enlightenment is no new invention. It is the longest celebrated human experience. As a human race, we have witnessed the rise and fall of many civilizations, appearance of many new cultures, the birth of new religion, new lifestyle, new festival, a new language. One human aspiration that continues to flourish is the desire for enlightenment. It has stayed with us through times of war, peace, drought, and prosperity. It is humanity's greatest quest, the most celebrated one, and also the oldest one. In the past, religion, race, language, culture may have perpetrated division. But in connecting to the oldest human desire and by nurturing it, we have found the necessary catalyst that will serve the cause of unity. What we need is unity now. And in finding enlightenment, we would have finally found the unity that human race has always longed for. Now, this brings us to the question, is enlightenment only for the spiritual elite? Over the last several years, I visited pretty much every major country. Are people different? Yes, in some ways. Different languages, different traditions, different eating habits, different lifestyles, different religious backgrounds, different kinds of challenges. But one thing that you cannot fail to notice is the fundamental aspiration of all human beings. That appears to be the same. A longing for a sense of true fulfillment in whatever one does. Total contentment in all activity. That is, from the simple acts of day-to-day existence to the most complex experiences of living. What one longs for is a delightful living. Whether young or old, man or woman, rich or poor, accomplished or unaccomplished. What we see today is a lingering sense of dissatisfaction, a discontent in the background of all our experiences, a discontent that persists despite many accomplishments, an emptiness that lurks around, even if you have a beautiful family, a loving family. A discontent that you often experience as a feeling of meaninglessness. Is there a solution to this constant sense of lack? More success, more love can't be a solution. We have tried that. But the dissatisfaction continues. Righteous action or generous contribution isn't even a solution. We have tried both being righteous and generous, and the sense of that something is still missing persists. Have you ever felt this discontent? And have you heard this question ring within you? Is this all to life? Is this all? You have this question at the end of every vacation, every achievement, every pleasure. The question arises, is this all? That dissatisfaction is the birth of a seeker in you. It is like an alarm that is asking you to wake up from your slumber. Wake up and pursue the ultimate, your enlightenment. If you are a human being by design, then enlightenment is for you. It is only in attaining this ultimate fruit are you doing any justice to this extraordinary humanism. Enlightenment is a movement from existence to living. So please know that it is possible for you to be enlightened. And we at Ekam, our path to enlightenment. Ekam Pada. And millions today are walking this path towards enlightenment. Ekam is a world center for enlightenment, and it exists to create 80,000 enlightened beings on this planet, to create 80,000 Buddhas for the world. I say 80,000 because we know that when 0.001% of humanity becomes enlightened, there will be a phase transition in humanity's consciousness. It will swing away from violence, suffering, and division to peace, oneness, and compassion. Our vision is individual enlightenment and peace for all living beings on earth. And we invite everyone who wants to serve the cause of peace in the world to visit us at Ekam. And we invite anyone who is a true seeker of enlightenment to visit us at Ekam. Thank you.